Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, for giving me the spirit to do lesson on today. Lord willing to feed you lamb and sheets of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this 100% truth according to the spirits of be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. And peace and blessings to you hopeful believers out there which are also part of the elect to you. I say shalom. And once again I want to say call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, for giving the spirit to do lesson today. Lord willing to feed you lamb and sheets of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Then we got a video to the parent spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. It's going to go into who do you pledge allegiance to, man? Who do you pledge allegiance to? And when you go into the meaning of the word pledge allegiance, it's a reference of who are you in alliance or who do you have a contract with. And we're going to get it. Because when you go into the word pledge, it says a solemn promise or undertaking. And the other definition said a thing that is given as security for the fulfillment of a contract or the payment of a debt and is liable to a forfeiture in the event of failure. You know what I'm saying? But like it says, man, and you go somewhere it says a word of honor, commitment, oath, covenant, promise, understanding, vow. So who do you pledge? And you just go to allegiance. Because a covenant is another way of saying like a contract. And it says loyalty or commitment. So who do you pledge, commit? You know what I'm saying? Who do you have a covenant with? Who are you loyal to? Who do you have a covenant with? Pledge allegiance to, man. Who do you have a covenant or who do you vow to give your loyalty, man? And there's only two options. Life or death, man. Life being Yahweh Shai, death being Esau Edom. As scripture say, he is death and hell. And that's finna be shown in these times. As scripture says, then it will be known who am I chosen. Why? Because the ones that pledge their allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai, they're going to be taken care of in a certain mannerism. And the ones who pledge their allegiance to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, they're going to be taken care. They're going to be taken care of in a certain mannerism too. One mannerism going to be better than the other. Being the mannerism of the ones that pledge their allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai. Let me get that. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Shai, behold, my servants, the ones who pledge allegiance to him, shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Who are the ye? The ones that didn't pledge allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai. The ones that didn't decide to come back to the obedience of the scriptures and walk in an upright way. The ones that decided to stay in the world and still follow after the vibration of Esau Edom, still conform to the image of Esau Edom. The ones that pledge allegiance to Esau, what did he say about them? Ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's what's going to happen to the ones that don't pledge allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai. And ultimately, through the parents for Yahweh Bahashem Shai, he set the lots up from the beginning. As it says in Isaiah 45, he declared the end from the beginning. So either you was declared from the beginning to be the one that pledged allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai, or you declared from the beginning to pledge allegiance to Esau Edom. And that's scary, man. But given this opportunity, you've been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give calling to make your election sure that you possibly will be those spirits that was ordained from the beginning to pledge their allegiance to Yahweh Bahashem Shai, man. Because this is what happened when you pledge your allegiance to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. My Wi-Fi is acting slow. My Wi-Fi is acting slow. This is, well, they both kind of say it, so I'm going to read this one and 31. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 1. It says, woe to rebellious children. Destruction, come on. Destruction unto the rebellious children. Who are the rebellious children? The children of Israel. Being the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the ones that rebel against Yahweh Shema Shai, woe unto them. The ones that didn't, if we going to pledge allegiance, if you didn't pledge allegiance to Yahweh Shema Shai, woe, destruction unto you, man. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and cover what they cover but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They walk and go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves, haven't asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So the Lord said, woe unto you that go down to Egypt and trust in the strength of Egypt, man. And then what is this? What is modern day Egypt? Babylon the Great. Revelation 11. You know what I'm saying? There should be dead bodies in that great city, which is called Sodom and Egypt. Well, we know that great city. What is that? That's Babylon the Great, man. Sodomy, Moism, just wickedness pushed here at an all-time high, man. But like the Lord said, if you go down to Egypt for help, because, back in the world, that you had to do it every day. You got up in the morning and went to school in Babylon the Great. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, one nation under God, whatever, yada yada, the bullshit. Now we have been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We have been woken out of the darkness. Now we no longer pledge our allegiance towards Esau, Edom, but we pledge our allegiance towards Yahweh Shema Shai. And that has a great recompense reward, man. Unlike the reward that the 2/3 finna get, the ones that pledge their allegiance to Esau, Edom, the Lord said, woe, destruction unto them, man. That's not a great reward. They're going to want the reward we're going to get, man. The ones that pledge their allegiance to Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to get a reward that everybody else going to want to get. That's why Scripture said they're going to run to and fro seeking the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Scriptures, because they're going to want to get their reward. But they're going to want to get their reward, man, when they see you protecting in the time of tribulation, man. But let me get this. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes chapter 15, verse 16. He hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whither thou wilt. Fire, water. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made me think of the song by YG. Who do you love? Dun, dun, dun. So pretty much the Lord's like, who do you love? Who do you pledge allegiance to, man? If you pledge allegiance to me, you're gonna have to move in a certain mannerism. You have to conduct yourself a certain way. You got to be holy, separate from the world. But if you don't pledge your allegiance to me, you're gonna die. Because Esau lost, man. So the prophet said that Esau lost and all his followers. Like Scripture say, those that are hoping and helping shall fall with him. So if you hoping, you know what I'm saying, pledge your allegiance to the United States, Babylon the Great, or whatsoever, you pledge your allegiance to Esau, it's already prophesied that Esau is going to fall, man. This is Matthew 6, chapter 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one. Let me read it. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 23. But if thine eye, verse 21. Dang. Verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Exactly. Tangible things that could be easily taken away by Esau, Edom, or could be stolen by somebody, or originally, if it's set up too long, it'll be eaten away by a moth and you know what I'm saying, sorts of things like that. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Exactly. And how do you lay up treasure for you in heaven? By pledging your allegiance to Yahweh Shema Shai. As scripture say, our conversation is in heaven. So you over here laying up treasures up in heaven, while 2/3 are the ones that pledge their allegiance. And hopefully we not part of the 2/3, hopefully part of the elect. But the 2/3 nation Israel, they're laying up some treasures on earth where they could easily be taken away, man, by anything. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if your treasure's in the heaven, that's where your heart is. That's what you're meditating upon. If your treasure's on this earth, that's where your heart is. That's what you're meditating upon. But the things on this earth, especially this rulership that's being ran right now, the Lord is not delighting in that. So if your treasures are upon this earth, you're delighting in the things that's happening on this earth. And that therefore makes you an enemy of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and it therefore shows that you pledge your allegiance to Esau Edom, and that's going to destroy you. And the final imprinting or sign of you pledging your allegiance to Esau Edom is getting that sea hip. That's going to be the line in the sand right there. And we already know the judgment for the ones that take the sea hip, man. Revelation 17 says the light of the body is the eye. And therefore that eye be single, thy whole body should be full of light. And when we were going to pledge your allegiance, you make a vow to be loyal to somebody. You're focused on it. You're being loyal to him. So if you're being loyal towards Esau Edom, you're going to act like him. You are you are your father, the devil. You know what I'm saying? But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body should be full of darkness. And therefore the light that is in thee be darkness. How great is that darkness, man? Exactly. If you're focused upon Esau Edom rulership, you're gonna be full of darkness, man. Wickedness, decrepit things. Shit. All right. This the point. Verse 24. No man could serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other. So there's no in between. There's no gray area. There's no, I want to pledge allegiance to the Lord. I want to call myself an Israelite, but I still want Esau rulership to continue. No, there's none of that shit. Either you believe you're Israelite, you conduct yourself as an Israelite, you go and do the Lord's will, you do your master's will, or you follow the other master. With that master going to lead you to death. Like it says, for either he will hate the one and love the other. That's just how it's going to be. Or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon, which mammon is the god of riches. But in other words, you know what I'm saying? You can't have two masters, man. You can't serve Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and serve Esau Edom. You can't, that's not possible. They are completely adverse towards each other. Esau's wickedness, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's righteousness. Death and life are two completely different things. This be last scripture. This is 2 Esdras chapter 7. Verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. What is that? That's the battle of the flesh. Because you think about it, the flesh wants to pledge allegiance to Esau Edom, man. But through the prosperity of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, he endowed us with the spirit to propel us. And I made a video going into that, us being propelled by the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the fear and the faith, which propels us to pledge allegiance to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. But the flesh wants to pledge allegiance to Esau Edom. But it says, right? It says, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So everybody has to fight this battle. That if he be overcome by it, so if he lose to the battle of the flesh, you lose to the flesh, he shall suffer as thou hast said. Why? Because if you lose to the flesh, it's going to lead to you pledging your allegiance to Esau Edom, the man of sin, the carnal man himself. But let's read it. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Exactly. So you pledge allegiance to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Fight the good battle of faith. Fight the flesh. You're going to get the reward that the Lord said that he was going to give you. Give those that pledge the allegiance to him. As we had got in Isaiah 64. That's one of the rewards. Man, the biggest one going to be the deliverance from the 200 thermonuclear missiles, man. 200 million thermonuclear missiles coming to Babylon the Great. And the troubles, the countless of the troubles coming in the time of Jacob's troubles. So, Lord will, this is edifying and feeds the lamb and sheets of Yahweh Shema Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders who are millstones that is 100% truth according to the spirits of be Yahweh Shema Shai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there pushing the word to the full corner of the earth and in sincerity. And I'm saying, call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Shai Bahashim Chakwadash. And to y'all, I say Shalom.